Good afternoon and welcome to this week's issue of Print21, the weekly TV news bulletin from print21.com.au. My name is Wayne Robinson, editor of the magazine. This week's news, of course, led by the fallout from Waratah Group, the biggest collapse in print this year. $12 million the company it down with, more than $12 million. Of that, $1.5 million was in unpaid super, which will cause questions to be asked in many quarters. $1 million in unpaid entitlements, $1 million owed to the ATO, and $8.5 million in unsecured creditors. If you're an unsecured creditor, and plenty of printers and trade suppliers in Melbourne are, because in the last few months obviously plenty of people are supplying Waratah. If you're an unsecured creditor, according to the administrator, your chances of getting much back from what you owed are not very much. Most of the plant and equipment at Waratah has got a charge over it by Scottish Pacific, as I understand it. So $12 million Waratah, tough news, and the fallout from that will impact the Melbourne trade well for the rest of the year and into next year for sure. Also going down this week in Melbourne, it's carnage down there at the moment, also going down is Protectaprint. The laminating business owned by Richard and Steve Wilkinson. They bought it as the old Allcoats business. They bought it, Allcoats Melbourne, obviously Allcoats Sydney is still going strong. The Allcoats Melbourne business, they bought it 3 years ago, took it over with 15 staff. It's pretty much gone that way ever since. Ended up with 4 or 5 staff. And the ATO issued a winding up order against it last week for a huge amount of money. And the brothers decided to pull the pin. They'd been involved in a stoush with a supplier. Supplier was owed $700,000 as I understand it by them. They counterclaimed for $700,000. Anyway, that claim has been dropped now. Business is all over at Protectaprint. Also in the news this week, Australia Post. It's just the ACCC has said, okay, given the green light to putting its mailing prices up by 10%. Letter price will go up from $1 to $1.10. The PBCA, the Print Business Owners Association, described it as a baffling decision by the ACCC, said it's rewarding failure and said its impact on print would be substantial. The mailing letters is the kind of base price, the reference point from which all other prices are raised. Letters gone up by 50% in the last 3 years, services cut in half. So Australia Post, whose CEO is the country's highest paid civil servant, Christine Holgate, on $2.5 million a year. Australia Post not doing the right thing by the printing industry, that's for sure. Investing in print is Oji Fibre Solutions. $100 million it's spending on a new carton box plant in Christchurch. It will replace the old one on Shands Road, which will be decommissioned. That'll come up, that'll be all completed in 2021. Visi Cartons has just sold its aseptic business to its supplier, SRG, for $70 million. And also investing in print is Durst Oceana. Durst has got its own building in Melbourne now. Matt Ashburn, the former sales manager of supplier PES, distributor PES, is now the managing director of that company. Paul Sinelli, responsible for labels, and Durst will be showing its wide format machines, its label machines, and also Drupal will see the digital packaging machines that it's producing in conjunction with KBA. That's it for this week's issue of Print21. My name is Wayne Robinson. We're actually here on the Gold Coast in Chad Ponka's business, T-Shirt Express. Chad is one of the people that's buying the new digital T-shirt printing system, digital garment systems from the likes of Epson, Brother, Ricoh, Cornet have got the big ones, Brother of course, and they're producing T-shirts on demand. Great business. And it's going well for Chad. It's been in it for 2 years, it's going really well. And the reason I'm saying this is because in the next issue of Print21 magazine we've got a big piece on garment printing, T-shirt printing, digital printing technologies, opening up new opportunities for commercial printers. That's it for this week. My name is Wayne Robinson, signing off.